We are coming off of a very bad loss in the last episode, and Mitchell Trubisky threw 3 interceptions in that game. This is a guy who was playing really well recently, but the last 2 games, 5 interceptions, only 2 touchdowns, and that completion percentage went down to 46%, and he is going to lose his starting job after last week's performance. Kenny Pickett was the backup for the last game, threw a couple of passes, came in the second half around the fourth quarter, and didn't do too bad. The completion percentage is very weak at 41%, but he did throw a touchdown. He also threw an interception, but Kenny Pickett is now going to be the starting quarterback moving forward. Hopefully he can give us results that we want to see moving forward, as this week we're taking on our division rivals, the Cleveland Browns. We're 5-4, they're 5-4, and with the Ravens now losing 2 in a row, this AFC North is wide open. If we can take on the Browns and defeat them, and the Ravens potentially lose, then we're in a pretty good position to make a push for this division. So we're going to be without Deontay Johnson in this game, as he has a back strain, and he had a very good start when he came back from the IR, but now he has recently kind of struggled in the last 2 games, really just kind of struggled to get him the football. But he will be out for this game, so that would force George Pickens and Allen Robinson to step it up and take on that role. And then Miles Boykin will also get an opportunity as well, as he has kind of shown that he can take on the extra workload if needed. But Deontay Johnson being out is kind of a big story for us. Mika Fitzpatrick getting an upgrade here. We're going to upgrade the zone. That will push his zone attribute up to 94 and push his overall up to 95. And with the temporary boost, that would put him up to 95. He's actually a 74. Darnell Washington, I want to continue to do blocking with him. It's kind of surprising that he's not a blocking tight end to begin with, seeing as he's 6'7", 264 pounds. He's pretty much a smaller tackle. Mark Robinson also with an upgrade here. His upgrade really doesn't matter. He is probably our 4th or 5th middle linebacker, and then Rashad Torrance, the guy we signed to from the practice squad, with his first upgrade, he's up to a 66 overall. And I believe he's a rookie, so maybe there's something there with him. 21 years old from Florida. I don't really know, but he got an upgrade, so he's up to 66 overall. In the last episode, we lost bad to the Packers. 4 turnovers. It just wasn't a good game for us. I was a little bit rusty, but now I feel like, I have my groove back. Hopefully that is the case, as we're going to look to beat the Browns. They beat us in week 2. We had Mason Rudolph at quarterback for that game, so maybe that's partially the reason we struggled, but at the same time, we need to beat these guys. We're 0-2 in the division right now. We got to move to 1-2. Deshaun Watson is the quarterback. We don't really have to talk about him anymore. Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford are your running backs. Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones were 2 receivers that were out in the first meeting. They are both healthy now, so they're pretty dangerous. David Njoku, 85 overall tight end. It's a good passing game when Deshaun Watson is on it. If he's not, he's not really the greatest quarterback. He's got to be feeling it, if you know what I mean. Jack Conklin, the right tackle, will be injured, so it'll be DeJuan Jones from Ohio State getting the start at right tackle. This is a big dude, 6'8", 375 pounds, but he's going to be matched up on with TJ Watt all game long. I imagine TJ Watt could probably get in there for a couple of sacks in this game. Myles Garrett, the most dangerous player on this Browns defense, 98 overall. We're going to look to slow him down. And then Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah will be out for this game. So that's interesting. You're probably going to see Tony Fields, the 3rd-year player from West Virginia. Having Owusu-Koramoah out for the Browns is kind of a big loss for them. I think he had 2 interceptions in the week 2 meeting. Him not being on the field actually brings me a little bit of faith that we can pass the football, because this guy was pretty much an eraser. Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome, are the 2 corners. Pretty good corners. And then Juan Thornhill at safety and Grant Delpit at safety. So the Browns team, you know them. If you're a Steelers fan, if that's why you're watching this series, you know the Browns. They're the same team. Couple of injuries for them, but we're going to look to knock them off. One other thing I figured we'd take a look at is Levi Wallace is going to be a free agent next season. He's a guy I am interested in bringing back. His offer he wants is just a 1-year deal, but I would be interested in bringing him back for 2 years. He's 28 years old. We would have him until his age 30 season, and then at that point, I think it would probably be time to move on from Levi Wallace. But I think we could send him over like maybe a $3.6 million salary and a $3.6 million bonus. I mean, he'd be making about $7 million a year, roughly a little bit more than that. So we'll send that offer over to him, and we actually don't have the salary cap room to even sign him. So you look at our remaining cap, it's at negative $3.9 million. That's a rough position to be in at the moment if you are a Steelers fan. So we might actually have to not be able to re-sign Levi Wallace. We might have to, mess with the contracts of other players, and then we're potentially going to lose our best corner, in my opinion. So that's something to really think about moving forward. We are really low in cap space at the moment, and if we try to re-sign anybody, we're going to be in the negative. So how do we adjust moving forward? I don't really know at the moment, but we're not in the offseason yet, so it's not anything to really worry about. I think it's time to take on the Browns. Here we are in trashy Cleveland. I'm actually from Ohio, if you guys didn't know that. It's pretty ironic. I'm a Michigan fan and a Steelers fan. Not really a fan of Ohio teams. If I have to be a fan of an Ohio team, that is the Cincinnati Reds. But anyways, I do not like any Cleveland teams. These uniforms aren't bad, though, for the Browns. But I'm not going to give them any more compliments other than that, as this is a team that we need to beat. Playing in Cleveland, it's a hostile environment, especially over the last couple of years. You got the dog pound, and they're back in full force, as we're going to look to defeat this Browns team on the road. I mentioned it earlier in the season when we took on the Jaguars. We are road warriors. I'm pretty sure we have not lost on the road this season. So we're going to look to maintain our perfect road record. I do want to change Kenny Pickett out of those yellow long sleeves. If he has just the one like shooter sleeve, then it's whatever. But the two long yellow sleeves is an ugly look, not one that I like. As Calvin Austin is set to return it here for the Steelers, we're going to get the football first. You know, I would select to kick off every single time, but if you do that, then we'll never return the first kick, and I want it to be somewhat realistic. As we are underway here in Cleveland, as we're going to look to take on our division rivals and come away with the victory. Calvin Austin will take it from his own end zone, and he's taken down at the 16-yard line. And that's where Kenny Pickett will come out. It's only his second start of the season. He was out for 8 or 9 weeks with a torn bicep. He is finally healthy. The completion percentage is not good, but it's a very small sample size. 129 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. This defensive line is pretty good. Zadarius Smith and Myles Garrett, the two edge rushers for the Browns, as they are going to look to wreak havoc all day long. Here's Najee Harris in the first down carry, and he has a pickup of 3. Last week, only 75 yards, but he had a touchdown, and we were kind of forced to throw the ball pretty much every play in the fourth quarter, so he didn't really get his touches, so his yardage doesn't really reflect what we're used to seeing. Remember, Deontay Johnson is out for this game. We'll see how that impacts the Steelers' offense, if at all, as we're going to try and hit Darnell Washington in the flat, and he's got it, and he's going to be inches shy of the first down marker. Third down and inches, the Browns here in the 4-3 defense. Here's the give to Najee Harris, and he's going to have a first down pickup as we're going to move the chains for the first time in this game. Bunch to the left of Kenny Pickett here on first down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Hopefully we're not going to throw a lot of interceptions today, as Kenny Pickett's going to try and step up and scramble, and he's taken down by Maurice Hurst. Go Blue. I mentioned it in the pregame. Miles Boykin will get an improved opportunity in this game with the injury to Deontay Johnson, and he's going to have a drop on the second down play. That's not what you want to see. You know, you're getting your opportunity to shine again. This is your contract year. You can't really be dropping passes like that. Bunch to the right this time for the Steelers. We're going to try and hit Pat Freiermuth. He's got it, but he's going to be yards short of the first down marker. He kind of got bumped there on his route. It looked like he was going to be open initially, then he bumped into, I don't know if it was his own receiver or a defensive back, but he did get bumped, and therefore he wasn't able to create the separation we needed. And we're going to have to punt the football away here on our opening possession as Presley Harvin continues to slim down. Here is the punt, and it's going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line, and he'll be taking it upfield, tries to cut right, breaking a tackle, taken down at the 26-yard line. And that's where Deshaun Watson will come out with this Browns offense. Still without Nick Chubb, obviously with that terrible injury that he had in real life. It is going to be Kareem Hunt, the starting running back. 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions for Deshaun Watson on the year. I'm really liking that he's not having a good season. I don't dislike many players in the NFL, but I do have to say Deshaun Watson is probably my least favorite. First down and 10, tied in to the left of Watson. It's going to be play fake. Watson getting out of the pocket. He's got a man open. It's Amari Cooper, and it's going to be a first down on the very first play of the game for the Browns. Browns already around midfield here on their opening possession. Watson's going to drop back again. He's got men open again, and this one's going to be caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's going to be inches shy of the first down marker. We saw it in the last game. Our pass defense was not good at all. We're going to look to improve this week, hopefully, because that was a poor showing last week. Keanu Benton is back and healthy. Second down and inches. It's going to be a quick pass out to the left. It's Elijah Moore, and he's going to have a first down pickup. That's going to count as a rush since the pass was thrown backwards. He landed Roberts on the tackle. From the 46-yard line, here's a give to Kareem Hunt, and it's Keanu Benton making the play. It's Landon Roberts who comes in and cleans it up. as this run defense has improved over the last couple of weeks. We struggled big time against the Ravens. Since then, we have really done well to stop the run. Second down and 9. Here's another run with Kareem Hunt. He's trying to create some space, and he's going to be taken down by Kirby Joseph, somebody that we're looking to step up. He has struggled the last couple of weeks, and we want him to be able to be a sure-handed tackler, and we need him to improve in coverage as well, something that he has struggled in to start the season out. Third down and 7 here. Steelers are going to bring 4 on this play. Here's a quick pass out to David Njoku, and he's going to go down. He fumbled the football, and it is still on the ground. It's finally picked up by Keanu Neal. The Pittsburgh Steelers will take over at the 43-yard line, but I think that Njoku was down on that play. If he wasn't, then that's going to be a clean turnover for the Steelers as he ran into his own man. And I think the ground did force that fumble, so I think this one is going to actually be overturned. Regardless, it'll still be 4th down and long, and the Browns will more than likely punt the football to us. But we're going to take our offense, put them on the field, as here comes the booth review. As the refs will take a look under the hood here, as it definitely looks like Njoku had hit the ground. He ran into Elijah Moore and it really couldn't get going after that. As you see, that left knee is down before the football comes out. So this one will definitely be overturned, but it will still be 4th down. And with that being said, the Browns will bring out their punt team, and the Steelers defense gets a stop. That's exactly what you want to see. We stopped them on 2 straight runs, forced them to pass. It was probably a pretty goofy play out of the Browns, a quick screen out to your tight end, and it didn't really work for him. Here's Kenny Pickett in the offense. Can we get going? Can we pick up some yardage? Can we score some points? First down and 10 here for the Steelers offense. Here's a run with Jaylen Warren as he's going to try and make a man miss. It's a pickup of 8 as we are 2 yards shy of the first down. Jaylen Warren remains in the game here as he's getting his first playing time of the game. Here is Jaylen Warren again. Jaylen Warren, he's got space, trying to make another man miss, and he's got a first down pickup, and he's already got 22 yards rushing. Greg Newsome on the tackle there. Good juke move on that play by Jaylen Warren. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. We're going to go play action. Try and hit Darnell Washington. He's got his second reception. He's breaking the tackle. Darnell Washington. First down Steelers. One thing that I noticed is we were really taking advantage of the play action game in the last couple of games. Last one, we didn't really run that much play action, if at all, and that really hurt our passing game. This is a Steelers offense that's built on running the football and then going play action off of it. Here's a run with Najee Harris, and he slammed down a pickup of 0. Only 8 yards rushing for Najee Harris to start this game out. Steelers across midfield here on their second possession. Here's Najee Harris. He's got space. Najee Harris with a first down pickup, and that is his best run of the game so far as we are to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's another play action here for the Steelers as Kenny Pickett's going to get out of the pocket, try and hit Connor Hayward, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard, as that is Taki, I do believe, on the tackle there. Second down and 8 here for the Steelers, as we're going to try and get out of the pocket, try and hit Allen Robinson. He's got it, and he's going to be close to a first down. He's got it. Kenny Pickett uses his legs to get out of the pocket, a perfect throw on the run, and that's going to move the chains. In the red zone now, first down and 10. We're setting up the screen for Jaylen Warren, as he's going to try and create space. Another juke move for Jaylen Warren. I did not know that Jaylen Warren was this shifty of a running back. Second down and 2, my fault. But a really good start with Jaylen Warren in this game, running the football and then out of the backfield as well. Second down and 2 as the first quarter winds down. Here is the give to Najee Harris. He's going to pick up the first down and be taken down inside the 5-yard line. As the next play will probably be the last play of the first quarter. First down and goal. We're going to go play action here as we're going to try and find somebody. Trying to find George Pickens on that play. That was a poor throw on the run there by Kenny Pickett. He had one earlier that he completed to Allen Robinson. That one right there just wasn't as good of a throw. Second down and goal as we're going to try and set up a run here with Najee Harris. This will definitely be the last play of the first quarter. Here is the give to Najee Harris. He's trying to create space to the left. Najee Harris down to the 1-yard line. Third down and goal upcoming for this Steelers offense. You know, I think we're going to go with the tush push, but we're going to have to wait until the start of the second quarter as it has been a defensive battle early on. If the Eagles can do this play, 5 or 6 times a game, we're going to try it as well. I don't know if it's going to be successful, but it is. Kenny Pickett is in for the touchdown as the Steelers take the lead here in Cleveland. And a must-win game, it feels like, against your division rivals. Kenny Pickett is back, he is healthy, and he marches us down the field to score the game's first points. Something that is surprising, no time ran off the clock on that play. You would think a couple of seconds would have ran off, Maybe the play clock operator was just, maybe he's drunk. I don't know, but he didn't get the play clock rolling, as this is now just going to be the true start to the second quarter. I think something that's really important in this game is we can't allow the Browns to be able to run the football against us. If we can force them to pass, I think that gives us a better chance to win. Here's Deshaun Watson, as he's going to pick up 7 yards on the run there. I got to say, when a quarterback runs in Madden, you are thinking fumble the entire time. We don't see it there. It's a pretty good pickup for Watson, as that's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be a run with Kareem Hunt, and there's Cameron Hayward in the backfield, as TJ Watt is shaken up on that play. If he's hurt, our defense is pretty much hurt. He's going to go to the sidelines, so that's actually a good sign. He probably won't be out long term. Typically, if you see them go to the locker room, that means they're pretty injured. Here, sits on the bench. Maybe he's just got a minor injury that he can get over. Marcus Golden will come in here for the Steelers defense now to take over his spot, as here is the 3rd and 6 play, and it's going to be caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones for a first down. Deshaun Watson 4 for 4 passing to start this game out. Alex Highsmith really needs to step it up this season. Not many sacks for him. Not really an impact when he's on the field, it feels like, this season. Here's a pass for the Browns, and it's caught by David Njoku as he's going to break a tackle and pick up a first down. I believe that was Kirby Joseph who missed the tackle on that play. I'm telling you, Kirby Joseph is a guy who needs to improve upon his tackling abilities. As TJ Watt with some bruised ribs, the re-injury risk is pretty high, so we're going to keep Marcus Golden into the game for now. Hopefully it is not something that's going to hinder TJ Watt's ability to get back out on the field. As the Browns are across midfield now from the 40-yard line, 1st down and 10. Here's a run with Kareem Hunt, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard or 2. Marcus Golden got to him first. TJ Watt already back on the field. You're not going to keep him off the field for very long. 2nd down and 8 upcoming. As Deshaun Watson's in the pocket, he's going to try and find Donovan Peoples-Jones. He's got him, and he's going to be inches shy of the first down. 3rd down and inches. It's going to be a quick pass out to the left. It's Elijah Moore, and he's tackled down by Levi Wallace. That's the 2nd time that on 3rd down, the Cleveland Browns have run a quick screen. It doesn't work here, and it didn't work before. They still tried it, and that's a good tackle by Levi Wallace. That's exactly why we are going to look to re-sign him. We're just going to try and create some space as far as cap room goes, because we don't have it at the moment. So here comes the field goal attempt for the Browns. The kick is up, and it is good. The Browns are going to score 3. It is 7-3 here in Cleveland. I think another thing that's really interesting about this Steelers team is the games that we lose, we give up a lot of points. So if we can keep teams to a low score, we typically would win a game against them. As it's going to be Calvin Austin from his own end zone. He's got a little bit of space taken down at the 20-yard line. Kenny Pickett will come out for the Steelers' 3rd drive of the game with a 7-3 lead. We can look to march down the field here and score a touchdown and make this an 11-point game. 1st down and 10. We're going to go play action here as we're going to try and hit Najee Harris out of the backfield. I like I said it in one game before. I like the fake to the running back and then get it out to him. It's almost like it's a run. It's a pickup of 5, and I just like it. So after a pickup of 5, it is now 2nd down and 5. For the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. I formation. Here's the run to Najee Harris. He's got space. Najee Harris going to pick up the first down, his 7th carry here in the game. 1st down and 10. Connor Hayward remains in the backfield, and he just missed a block on Taki, and it's going to be a TFL, a loss of 4 for the Steelers offense. If you watch that back, Connor Hayward just missed his tackle. His block. He just whiffed on it, and that's not what you want to see. You want to make sure that your guys are picking up the blocks that they need to pick up. 2nd down and 14 here for the Steelers. Trying to get that one to our backup receiver, Miles Boykin, who was taken over after the injury to Deontay Johnson. And unfortunately, that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. I think at this point, you just don't want to throw an interception. If you have to punt the football back, then that's what you have to do. 3rd down and 14 here for the Steelers. We're going to try and hit Allen Robinson. He's got a little bit of space as that one's broken up, and we're going to be forced to punt. Thought he was open. Maybe we should have high passed it or something. Instead, it's a good play by the defensive back. Allen Robinson's doing back pedals after that one. We're going to punt the football away, as it is a defensive game here in Cleveland. Presley Harvin boots it away, and it's going to be fielded at about the 22-yard line, and it'll be fair caught there. 1st down and 10. It's going to be a pass for the Browns. It's a quick one to David Njoku, and that one is out of his reach, as that's the first incompletion for Deshaun Watson. 2nd down and 10, another pass attempt here. It's David Njoku breaking tackle as he's going to be taken down 2 yards shy of the first down. We'll see if the Browns learn their lesson. Let's see if they're going to try and pass the ball on a screen. 3rd down and 2. The Steelers are bringing some heat. It's David Njoku for the first down pickup. Quan Alexander was in coverage there. Quan Alexander is not a bad coverage linebacker, but when you're going up against, one of the best tight ends in the league, there's not much you can do to try and stop him. As that'll move the chains for the Browns here. 1st down and 10 with about 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Been a defensive game. I'm liking the way this one's playing out so far. Here's Deshaun Watson. He's looking to scramble, and he's sacked by Cameron Hayward. Cameron Hayward is playing out of his mind ever since he's come back off the IR. And this is what I'm talking about. Alex Highsmith is heading to the locker room. He is limping on his leg. That's not a good sign to see right there. He could be out long term. And if he is, that really just sucks for our pass rush since he hasn't really been that good anyway. But you got to imagine he's better than our backup. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Steelers defense trying to make a play. Here's a pass to David Njoku, and it's caught for a 1st down. The ball came free after he was hit out of bounds, but the refs don't care. They're going to count it as a reception, as that's a big pickup to move the chains here for the Browns. That's not what you want to see right there. You get a sack. That's a little unfortunate. 1st down and 10 now for Cleveland, across midfield now. Here is Deshaun Watson. He breaks the sack of Cameron Hayward, and he throws this one past David Njoku as TJ Watt almost got in there. Dislocated ankle for Cameron Hayward. He will not return to this game, and he may be out for a while. That's not what you want to see. That's an unfortunate injury to see. Marcus Golden's now out there in place of him. You also see Nick Herbig take some snaps as well at that position. Here's Watson. He just juked Marcus Golden out. Your opportunity to get a sack, and you just whiffed on him. Crazy thing is, Deshaun Watson didn't even actually juke him. He just kind of made a move. 3rd down and 5 here for the Browns offense. Here's a quick pass to Amari Cooper, and it's going to be a 1st down. Deshaun Watson has been very efficient so far in this game. As I'm not liking the way our pass defense has looked in this game. It's really just been poor play calls by the Browns offensive coordinator that has impacted this game so far. Here's a quick pass, as that one was nearly intercepted by Kirby Joseph. Would have been his 1st on the season. We're seeing the RPO a lot more here by the Browns, and it really hasn't worked for him. 3 tight end set here for the Browns. I should say a 2 tight end set with an extra offensive lineman, and he's going to be running a route here. Deshaun Watson's going to scramble, and he's going to fumble the football, and it's picked up by Marcus Golden. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. When the quarterback scrambles here in Madden, you are looking for it to be a fumble every single time. That's just how Madden works. A quarterback that doesn't have bad carrying ability is still going to fumble. And it was Cole Holcomb who got in there, punched his hand in there, forced it free. Marcus Golden recovers, and that's where the Steelers offense will come back out. 1st down and 10 for the Steelers offense. Still time to score. Run your offense the way you want to run it. Here is Najee Harris. He's going to pick up 9 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down and 1 upcoming. 2nd down and 1 here for the Steelers. It's going to be an end around for George Pickens, and he's got space to the right. George Pickens. It's going to be a short pickup of only 5, but a big-time play to move the chains as the Steelers are looking to make something happen here. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers. Here's a quick pass out to Pat Freiermuth as he's going to be taken down out of bounds. The clock will stop momentarily before it winds down to the 2-minute warning. Kenny Pickett hasn't put up big numbers in this game, but he's doing what he needs to do to give us a chance to win this game. As the Steelers will stay in the same offensive formation here, trying to make something happen. Here is Allen Robinson. Here's a catch and run, and he's going to have a 1st down pickup to the 37-yard line. The Steelers are in business. The clock is continuing to run here in Pittsburgh as we are on the move. We're going to hit Najee Harris. No, we're not. A poor pass by Kenny Pickett. Only 73 passing yards for him, but he's doing, like I was saying earlier, he's doing what we've asked of him. 2nd down and 10 here for the Steelers. As Kenny Pickett's going to get out of the pocket. He's got space to the right. Kenny Pickett with a 1st down pickup. I like that right there. He got out of the pocket and outran a very fast edge rusher in Myles Garrett. There was one-on-one coverage with George Pickens. Decided not to go to him just to play it safe. 1st down and 10. A minute and 20 seconds left here in the 1st half. As here's Pickett again. He's going to step up. Kenny Pickett just tripped up. He nearly had an opening and would have walked in for a touchdown. 2nd down and inches upcoming. He was that close to breaking it and walking in for a touchdown. Under 1 minute left here in the 1st half. Here's a run with Najee Harris. He's going to pick up the 1st down. And with all 3 timeouts, you're not really going to look to, speed up your offense. You're going to move at the pace that you want to move at. Kenny Pickett is looking for only his 2nd touchdown pass of the season here, as he's going to try and hit Pat Freiermuth. He's got it, and he's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. We're going to continue to let that clock run. And from the 1-yard line, what do you decide to do here? We're actually going to call a timeout. Want to really think about it. Don't want to waste too much time. As with 23 seconds, we will use our first timeout. And I accidentally hit A too soon and picked the wrong play. So it's going to be a run with Najee Harris. And because of that, it's going to be a loss of 2 yards, 3rd down and goal upcoming. Just should have been a little bit more patient in picking my play. I didn't really need to rush it. So we're going to use our second timeout with 10 seconds left. As I almost did it again. 3rd down and goal here for the Steelers. As we're going to try and get out of the pocket with Pickett. Try and hit somebody as that is out of Calvin Austin's reach. And with 5 seconds to go, 4th down and goal, I think you got to take a touchdown lead heading into the half. I want to go for it, try to get the touchdown, but you got to take your points in this position. Make it 10-3. And now we're just going to squib the kickoff, make sure that the Browns don't get a big return, and that should do it for the first half. It's been a defensive game. Feels like a blown opportunity there, as we should have taken advantage of the poor defense by the Browns. Instead, I accidentally clicked the wrong play. It resulted in a loss of 2, and that just set us up behind the chains, and it resulted in only 3. Here's Donovan Peoples-Jones. The clock will expire, and that is the end of the first half. It's been a pretty good game here. Deshaun Watson with the fumble, and then the Browns earlier on just with poor play calls on 3rd downs, and that's why it is 10-3 at the moment. We've controlled the clock. We're not passing the ball for a whole lot, but we are getting it done as far as not turning the football over goes. Here's the Browns and, the Bengals and Ravens, as the Ravens have now lost their 3rd straight game. And if we could pick up this victory against the Browns, we'd only be 1 game back of the lead here in the AFC North. Obviously, the Ravens with the tiebreaker at the moment. Here is a very unlikely matchup. The Panthers are 7-2. They're trailing 14-3 at half. But it's pretty crazy to see the Carolina Panthers at 7-2 with the rookie quarterback Bryce Young. And then the Bears and Lions, 2 teams that are struggling very poorly at the moment. Lions 2-7. That is not the start that they wanted this season. It's pretty much at this point, do you think about just tanking the rest of the way and try to find your quarterback of the future? So both defenses came to play in this game, as the Browns will get the football to kick off the second half. We've seen a lot of games that were really low scoring at the end of the half number 1, but the Steelers kind of separated themselves in the second half and then walked away with the victory. Hopefully we can see that in this one as well, as out comes the Predator, Deshaun Watson. I like that nickname right there. You know, he plays like a Predator on the field and off the field, as they're going to go empty here on their first snap of the second half. You're going to see Nick Herbig and Marcus Golden play in place of Alex Highsmith moving forward. Hopefully they can hold their own, as here is Deshaun Watson. He's going to get out of the pocket, and he is going to get rid of the football before being sacked by Cameron Hayward. 2nd down and 10 here for the Browns. It's a run with Kareem Hunt. He's going to hit the hole, and he's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down marker. 3rd down and 3 here for the Browns offense. The Steelers are showing blitz here, as it is going to be a blitz, and it's a quick pass out to Kareem Hunt. He's got space. Kareem Hunt's going to be short of the first down. Minkah Fitzpatrick got to him very quickly to prevent him from picking up the first down. That's what you like to see out of Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's why he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. Not only is he a ball hawk, but he's got the speed to make up ground and get to players quickly enough to prevent them from picking up first downs. It's going to be Calvin Austin on the punt return here. He fields it not very cleanly, and the Steelers will take over at the 22-yard line. Najee Harris, 11 carries, 49 yards. This is where you look to get Najee Harris going. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers, as we're going to look to get something going here, as it's going to be Pickett getting out of the pocket. He throws across the field to Najee Harris, and he drops the football. A perfect opportunity to try and make a big-time play, and Najee Harris just can't catch the football. He's not known for being a receiving back. He can do it a little bit, but I just don't think he was ready for the football on that play. Here's a run to Najee now, and he's only going to pick up 4 yards. 3rd down and 6 upcoming on the Steelers' opening possession of the second half. 3rd down and 6 for the Steelers, as we're going to look to hit George Pickens, and that one was nearly intercepted. It was thrown just a tad bit too late, as Kenny Pickett and the Steelers offense are going to have to punt the football now. We can look at the replay there. George Pickens was open. I was confused by the coverage at first, and I was looking at Pat Freiermuth because he was open right here, and I expected both number 1 and whoever's matched up on Freiermuth there to both run with him, and they are. You got to throw the football now. Instead, we waited just a tad bit too long. Number 1 came off of Pat Freiermuth's route, and almost intercepted it. That's good defense by the Browns there. So 4th down and 6, and we're going to have to punt the football away. The Browns will take over at the 36-yard line, as this has not been a good Browns offense so far. Poor play calling mixed with turnovers has impacted their performance, as there's a completion to Amari Cooper for a 1st down. Try to go man defense there. Really doesn't work out for us that well. I still want to try and sprinkle it in as we see fit, but, you know, if we're not having much success with it, we're going to have to avoid it. So 1st down and 10 now for the Browns offense. Here's a run to Kareem Hunt. It's a stretch to the left, and it's going to be a short pickup of 4, and Keanu Benton is injured on the play. He's been battling injuries all season long, it feels like. As he's heading to the locker room, that might be the end of the day for Keanu Benton. So the second big injury to this Steelers defense. They haven't really shown that they're going to slow down at all. Here's a quick pass to Cooper, and he's going to be a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Keanu Neal is on the tackle. 3rd down and 2 for the Browns offense as they're at the 45-yard line here. Steelers showing blitz yet again. Last time we showed this, we were able to get to Kareem Hunt quickly enough to stop him. They're bringing 6, and it's going to be a sack for Marcus Golden. I'm telling you what, I don't want to use this, play that often. Bruce Sternum with Keanu Benton, that's pretty much a concussion here in Madden. I've only called the mid-blitz 0 11 times on the season, so I think it's fair enough to call it. It's a pretty good blitz here in Madden 24. Like I said, I'm not going to call it every play because I don't want to cheese the game, but it's worked out for us, and it's, been successful where you bring 6. And if you have lockdown defense and your corners and your safeties can match up on the wideouts, it works out pretty well. As our first drive wasn't a very good one in the second half, so we're going to look to have a good drive here. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers. It's going to be a counter to Najee Harris, and he's lucky to even pick up 1 yard there as he fought through the contact. It's going to be 2nd down and long upcoming. Somebody who had a pretty good first half, but we're not seeing that much here, is Jaylen Warren, but he is into the game now as we're going to try and set up the halfback screen to him. This is the 3rd screen that we've run today, as Warren's going to be 2 yards shy of the 1st down. Yeah, that's like the 3rd screen that we've run today. We're trying to make it simple for Kenny Pickett, especially since he's coming back from injury. You don't want to make it too difficult. 3rd down and 2 for the Steelers. It's going to be a play action as Najee Harris is open. He's got it out of the backfield. He makes a man miss. Najee Harris, 1st down, Steelers. Kenny Pickett, only 97 yards, but like I was saying, we're trying to make it simple for him, use our running backs, and that's what we've done in this game. 1st down and 10 for the Steelers. It's going to be another play action. We're going to launch this one deep to George Pickens. One-on-one coverage, and he nearly comes down with it. 2nd down upcoming for the Steelers. One-on-one coverage, we're going to look to get that to George Pickens every single time. Midway through the 3rd quarter, here's a run with Najee Harris. He's trying to get out to the left. He's out to the left. He's got space. Najee Harris picks up 8 yards on a play that felt like it was going to go for nothing. Turns into an 8-yard pickup. Najee Harris showing a little bit of speed. I'm liking what I'm seeing at him in this game. 3rd down and 2 here. Jaylen Warren will check into the game. This is a play where Myles Garrett looks to make an impact. He's not going to here. Jaylen Warren's going to have a 1st down. Only his 3rd carry of the game so far, but he's got 9 yards per carry. Same formation for the Steelers. Here on 1st down and 10 across midfield now. It's going to be the same play for the Steelers. It's Jaylen Warren. He's trying to get upfield, make something happen, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I got to say, these Steelers running backs are making a lot out of nothing here in this game so far. 2nd down and 10 here. We're going to try Allen Robinson on the slant, and he's going to have a 1st down. The slants are a risky pass to call, but if you can get it out quickly and you can take advantage of if they're running zone, and you get it out quickly, it has worked. That's Allen Robinson's 3rd reception of the game here. 1st down and 10 for the Steelers. We're going to go jailbreak screen, as that one was nearly could have been intercepted by Zadarius Smith. Luckily, he didn't know the football was coming, and luckily that was a forward pass and not a backwards pass, because then it would have been a fumble. 2nd down and 10 for the Steelers, as Kenny Pickett's going to look to step up and scramble. He's going to get down after a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 6 for the Steelers, as there is Freiermuth. We got him. It's a completion and a 1st down. We tried calling that play earlier. Pat Freiermuth got bumped on his route and was unable to get enough space to pick up a 1st down. On that one right there, we called it again, but that time it worked out. 1st down and 10 here for the Steelers, as Kenny Pickett's going to get out of the pocket yet again. He's got George Pickens open. He's going to set his feet. What kind of pass was that? You set your feet and everything. Next time, we're just going to run with him. That was a terrible pass. Your guy is open. The guy you're looking for is open. and just a terrible pass. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. 2nd down and 10 here. We're going to go play action as we're going to try and get this one back out to Jalen Warren. He's got it, and it's going to be a short pickup, 3rd and long upcoming. Help but feel like that was a missed opportunity because you had your guy open and you just couldn't get it to him. I mean, it doesn't really get much easier than that. Here's a quick pass to Miles Boykin. It's going to be 1st down and goal. Miles Boykin dropped his first target of the game. He didn't drop that one. Denzel Ward's a good corner, but Miles Boykin did a very good job to not let Denzel Ward get in front of him, and it's a very good reception. 1st and goal for the Steelers. Steelers are going to change the play up here. 1st down and goal with about a minute left in the 3rd quarter. A pretty good drive for the Steelers offense. Here it is. There's a run to Najee Harris. He's got space. Najee Harris is going to pick up 4 yards. 15 carries, only 66 yards for him, as this run defense for the Browns has been pretty good in this game. 2nd down and goal for Pittsburgh, as we're going to set up the tight end screen to Pat Freiermuth. He's got some space. Pat Freiermuth down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal upcoming. I think the Steelers offense is just going to let this clock run out until the end of the 3rd quarter, as they're going to take over to start the 4th at the 1-yard line. We're trying to get out of the dog pound end zone, and we're going to try and flip the field here and score a touchdown. We've done a good job at not allowing the Browns to have the football for very long in this game, as it looks like they've only had 26 offensive snaps according to that stat sheet, as it's going to be 3rd down and goal here, trying to score a touchdown. 3rd down and goal. It's going to be a fullback dive to Connor Hayward, and he's not going to get there. I don't know about the play call there. Probably should have just went with the tush push, but I don't want to call that play too much, as, you know, we tried to get it to Connor Hayward there, just couldn't get past his blockers. I know the coach suggestion says to go for it here, but you got to take a 2-possession lead. You have to. In this game, it's been defensive. Your defense has played well. Why would you go for it? You might as well just take your 3. That's what we're going to do. It's a 13-3 game here in Cleveland, as we're going to have Isaac Seumalo injured on that play. It's been a good one through 3 quarters here. The Browns defense has played well. The Steelers defense has played well. Which offense is going to change the course of this game? As there's going to be a touchback for the Browns. That's where the Predator will come out, as the Browns need to get something going here on offense, or the Steelers defense is going to suffocate them to death. As another injury, this one's an abdominal tear for Isaac Seumalo. Not a good injury to see there. That's the 3rd injury that has taken a Steelers player off the field in this game. The Browns will switch their play. 1st down and 10 with 11.5 minutes here in the 4th quarter, as they start this drive from the 25-yard line. It's going to be a pass for Deshaun Watson. He's going to try and get this one to Kareem Hunt, and he's got it for a pickup of 9. A tight formation here for the Browns here on 2nd down and 1. It's going to be a pass, and it's Elijah Moore. He's got it for a 1st down pickup. Kirby Joseph with a big hit, but Elijah Moore said, I don't care. I'm going to hang on to the football. This is going to be 1st down and 10 for the Browns. Across midfield now. Only 30 plays for the Browns in this game. Here's a run with Kareem Hunt. He's got space. Kirby Joseph can't tackle him. It's going to be a 1st down pickup for Kareem Hunt. Kirby Joseph with a poor tackle attempt. We've seen it so many times this season, and it happens again. I'm starting to wonder, why did we trade for this guy? As that's going to be a false start on the Browns offensive line. Right here is where you look for that bend but don't break defense. The Steelers have been so good at it in recent years. We're trying to get it to happen here. Here's Deshaun Watson, and he's going to go down for a sack. TJ Watt, 1.5 sacks on the game. That's going to be 2nd down and long upcoming. That's the story of the game so far, aside from the turnovers, is 3 sacks by our defense, 0 for the Browns. We've gotten the football out quickly when we're on offense. And it's going to be 2nd down and 19. What do you do if you're the Browns here? Try to get some of that yardage back. They're going to try and pass. It's Watson, and he's going to throw this football out of bounds. 3rd down and 19 upcoming. 3rd down and 19. They're trying to set up the screen to Kareem Hunt. He's got it, and he's going to be taken down by Quan Alexander, only a pickup of 2. And that is going to force the Browns to kick a field goal. I think that's why you go out there and kick the field goal on our last possession, is because the Browns kicking a field goal here, it's going to be a 7-point game still. They're still going to have to score a touchdown, and that's only to tie the game up. As the kick is up, and it is good, as it's 13-6 here in Cleveland. No offensive touchdowns for the Browns, and there's only been 1 in the game in total. It's pretty refreshing to see a defensive game here in our series so far. We've seen games where it's been blowouts and a lot of points have been put up. And this one, it's been a defensive game, only 19 combined points, and out comes Kenny Pickett to try and change that number, as we're going to look to put up 7 here. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. Here is Najee Harris out of the backfield. Somehow he catches that. Najee Harris breaking tackles, and he's going to have a pickup of 6. I'm honestly not sure how Najee Harris actually came down with that reception. Pretty good hands on that one. He dropped one earlier that was a pretty easy pass to catch. As here's a run with Jaylen Warren, and he's only going to pick up 3 yards. 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Steelers. 3rd down and 3. Here is the play for the Steelers here. Pickett's got space to step up. He's going to do that, and he's going to get down. It's a first down pickup for Kenny Pickett. He had a lot of time in the pocket there. This offensive line is actually holding up pretty well in this game. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. George Pickens beat his man off his route. Here's the deep ball, and it's nearly caught by George Pickens. I thought he did there at the end. Greg Newsome in coverage there. It looked like we were going to have a chance. 2nd down and 10 here for the Steelers. Here is Kenny Pickett getting out of the pocket again. He's going to try and throw this one across the field. He's got George Pickens open. First down, Steelers. What a play by Kenny Pickett. You know, typically I don't trust like 74 overall quarterbacks to throw across their body, but that one right there was a perfect pass by Kenny Pickett. 25 yards for Pickens. That's only his first reception of the game, but it came in the game's biggest moments. Big block by number 74. He is our backup left guard. Only a pickup of 3 for Najee Harris. 2nd down and 7. Fake to Robinson, and then fake to Jaylen Warren. Try and get it back out to Jaylen Warren, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. 3rd down and long upcoming for the Steelers. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. We're going to run a draw with Jaylen Warren. Try and pick something up. He's going to pick up 3 yards. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7. On that play right there, I'm just thinking, don't lose any yards. Give Chris Boswell an opportunity to kick a field goal. That's what I was thinking on that play. As this one looks to be a good kick. It is up, and it is good. The Steelers will take a 16-6 lead. They remain with a 10-point lead. Yeah, you're in field goal range there. The only thing that I'm thinking is don't turn the football over. Just take your 3, make it a 10-point game. We did that, and we did it with some success. As that's where the Browns will take over at the 25-yard line. They will need to score a touchdown and a field goal to tie this game up. And with roughly 4.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, I don't imagine the Browns are going to run the football much more in this game. But it's going to be a run here. It's Kareem Hunt. It's going to be a TFL for Cameron Hayward, and another injury to this Steelers defense. It's Larry Ogunjobi this time, as he's just going to go to the bench. That's good to see. As long as he doesn't go to the locker room, I'm not too worried. 2nd down and 14. It's going to be a play action here for the Browns. Watson's going to try and get this one back to Donovan Peoples-Jones. He does. 3rd down and 6 upcoming. 3rd down and 6 here. Trying to set up the screen to Kareem Hunt. He's got space, and he's going to be tackled just shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down and 1, and the Browns are certainly going to go for it here. 4th down and 1 for the Browns. Are they going to run the football here? No, they're going to pass. It's a quick one, and it's caught by Elijah Moore for a 1st down pickup. Good job by Deshaun Watson there. They're going to hurry up here, get to the line of scrimmage. Might have to call a timeout just to slow this down. It's going to be another play action for the Browns. Here's Deshaun Watson. He's going to scramble. He's got space, and he's going to have a 1st down pickup. Moving the chains is Deshaun Watson with his legs. 1st and 10. Hurry up offense remains here for the Browns. Deshaun Watson getting out of the pocket again. He's going to scramble again, and he's going to have 9 yards. 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Got to imagine Deshaun Watson's probably pretty gassed at the moment. And so isn't this Steelers' entire defense, as Marcus Golden and Nick Herbig are both on the field here. Here's a run with Kareem Hunt, and he's going to put his head down, pick up the 1st down. Only a short pickup and only his 9th carry of the game. The Browns are trying to cut into this lead here. Deshaun Watson, he's got time. Lobs this one up, and it's cut for a 1st down. As that's going to be a backup receiver, backup tight end. I don't even know who that is on the field. You're not really doing your homework on guys like Jay Akins. 1st down and 10 for the Browns. Here is Deshaun Watson. He's got a man open, and that one's going to be dropped. That is the result of having backup wideouts on the field. TJ Watt is back on the field here for the Steelers defense. Cameron Hayward as well. Here's a run. It's Jerome Ford, and he's going to go down for a loss as TJ Watt. Hurry up offense here for the Browns. 3rd down and 12 with about 2.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Here's a pass for the Browns. Watson getting out of the pocket. He's got a lot of time, and he's going to throw this one away. 4th down and 12 upcoming for Cleveland. And the Browns are just going to take their 3 points. I can't say I blame them. It's a 16-9 as they're going to look to take their 3 and look to maybe go with an onside kick, but you can kick it deep if you'd like. But I got to imagine they're probably going to go with the onside. Nope, they're just going to kick it deep. I think that's a smart call by the coaching staff. Kick it deep. See if you can't stop the Steelers, but if they pick up a first down, this game could be wrapped up. As here is Calvin Austin, goofy tackle. So the Browns have not only 3 timeouts, but they also have a 2-minute warning that pretty much acts as a timeout. So they don't really have to sweat it if the Steelers get a first down on their first, 1 or 2 plays. Obviously, that's what the Steelers want, as here is a run here on first down. It's going to be Najee Harris. He's going to try and get it to the left. Najee Harris is going to be a yard shy of the first down marker. And the clock will wind down to the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland. No, the clock will actually stop, so that's not what you want to see. Najee Harris pretty much stopped the clock himself by going out of bounds. Here's another run. Najee Harris is going to be inches shy of the first down marker. And that will be the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland. Steelers really want to pick this first down up. 3rd down and inches for the Steelers. We're going to go to our favorite offensive play call in this situation. It's Najee Harris, and he's going to have a first down. Najee Harris is getting free, and he's going to have a first down pickup to the 37-yard line. The Browns will now start to call their timeouts. A first down would pretty much end this game. Here is Jaylen Warren, and he's going to pick up 4 yards on the first down carry. Here's the give to Najee Harris. He's got the edge. Najee Harris picks up the first down, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to walk out of Cleveland with a victory. A very good defensive game, as that's what you want in a rivalry game against the Cleveland Browns. You want it to be a defensive game. Only 1 total touchdown scored in this one, and the difference in this game was probably the Deshaun Watson fumble earlier in the game. The Steelers did what they had to do to win this game, and I got to say, Kenny Pickett did a very good job in this one. He didn't throw for a whole lot of yards. He didn't have a touchdown pass, but he did enough to give us the victory. This feels like a Kenny Pickett type of game, even in real life. 16-9 against your division rivals. This one lived up to the hype. As I snapped that ball a little too quickly, that's my fault. I didn't let the clock wind down, and so that could make this one interesting here. You definitely want to turn chew clock on here the remainder of this game. And here on 4th down, we're not going to be able to just run the clock out after this play. I think we're probably going to have to go with a sky kick. Here, I'm just going to let the clock wind down, take the flag, try and make the most of the time remaining. And I think here, I'm actually going to run a play call. Actually. I'm going to run a play call here and ensure that we can take more time off the clock. And for the ball carrier, I'm going to go conservative so that he doesn't fumble. So ideally, we would love to take off 4 seconds of the clock here. So that's what we're going to look to do. We're going to run the pitch to Jaylen Warren, see if we can't, as we're actually going to have to punt the football away here. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think instead we're just going to kneel it, because the play clock and the game clock are so close together that I don't think it's going to make a difference. I hope the Browns don't get the football back with a second left. That would be terrible. If anything, I think we should probably just run an actual play call. I know the end of this game right here, you would think we could just wrap it up, get it over with, but I made a mistake by snapping the football too soon on, 2nd down, and that hurt us a little bit. Once again, I think I'm just going to let the play clock run down to 0, take the flag, and with 1 second left, I think we're just going to hand this football off. Or you could look to even pass the football and throw the football out of bounds, just something here to not allow the Browns to have the football back. So here on 4th down and 27, the plan here is to just get out of the pocket and throw the football away. Pickett, he does it to perfection, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this football game 16-9. I talked about it as the game was winding down. It was a very good defensive game, and, I know that this one right here probably is a more boring game just because there's not a whole lot of offense, but this is the type of game that I love to see here in the series. A defensive game against your division rivals really felt like a rivalry game. That time of the year where you're having perfect football weather, this is the type of game that you love to see in real life as well. As we came away with the 16-9 victory, looking at the team stats here, both defenses did their thing. We had 346 yards offense. They only had 261. 22 first downs for us. 1 turnover by the Browns. They were 3 for 9 on 3rd downs. We were 8 for 15. So we were better in that category. And then looking at the penalties here, we had 2. They had 1. Time of possession as well. We dominated it. I'm interested to know how many plays the Browns ran. 27 plus 9 would be 36, 41, 43, 44 plays for the Browns. That's what you want to see. Kenny Pickett was 19 of 33 passing for 165 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. He did what he had to do. Najee Harris, 20 carries for 109. Jaylen Warren, 8 for 28. And then Kenny Pickett had a touchdown with his legs in this game. Pat Fryermuth, 5 for 33. Allen Robinson, 3 for 38. Jalen Warren and Najee Harris both with 3. And then George Pickens only had 1 reception, but it was a big reception to say the least. Looking at the defensive game here, tackles for loss, TJ Watt and Cameron Hayward both with 3. TJ Watt with 1.5 sacks, Marcus Golden with 1, and Cameron Hayward with a half sack. And then the forced fumble was caused by Cole Holcomb, picked up by Marcus Golden. The kicking game was perfect today. Chris Boswell had a long of 51, and that gave us a chance to have a victory, and that's what happened. So Najee Harris with an upgrade here. I'm going to continue to upgrade power back. That's what I want him to be. I mentioned that earlier in the series. I want Najee Harris to be a power back for us, and I got to say, he's probably pretty close to 1,000 yards on the season now. Calvin Austin, what should we do here with him? I think we're just going to go deep threat. You know, he's got the speed to be a good deep threat target. I just don't know how good of a receiver other than his speed he is. 5'9", 162 pounds. He's not a very physical guy. So we got 2 new injuries to look at here, as it's going to be Isaac Samalo out for 4 weeks. And then looking down the board even further, Alex Highsmith with a dislocated ankle. You got to think, does this end his season? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Do we put him on the IR? It's something that I am thinking about doing here. And then Isaac Samalo, I don't think we want to put him on the IR since he's only got a injury that's going to last 4 weeks. But Alex Highsmith, do we put him on the IR? That is something to think about moving forward, as we are 10 games into the season now. We're 6-4. So he's going to be out the remainder of the season anyways. It would open up a roster spot for us to replace him. So I think that's what we're going to do. Alex Highsmith's season is going to be done. He was going to be out for the remainder of the season anyway, so we're going to place him on the IR and try and find a replacement for him. So we have some staff upgrades to go through here, as we're going to boost our pass blocking for tight ends by 1. And with this unlock, it'll boost it by 2. So we only have 1 franchise point left. I have it on slower, so you're not going to see us gain many points throughout the series, but I like to keep it that way because I don't want our coaching staff to just be so OP, you know, that it kind of ruins the immersiveness of it. So now I'm going to go ahead and try and look for a replacement for Alex Highsmith. So I'm seeing Buddy Johnson here. He is a right outside linebacker. It'll be interesting to see, is he a right outside linebacker in a 4-3, or is he an edge rusher? Because that's what we're looking for. Power moves at 49, finesse moves there. I don't think that he's what we're looking for. Jose Ramirez out of Eastern Michigan may be something more up our alley. So let's actually look at the left outside linebackers as well and see if there's anything there to look at. Luigi Villain, this is a former Michigan guy, transferred to Wake Forest. He doesn't really have what we're looking for as well. So maybe we can look at right ends, see if there's anything there to look for. So I'm going to try and go through here, try and find some guys to look at. And if I find anybody, I'll let you know. So here's what I'm going to go with. Andre Carter here. He is from Army. He's a rookie, 63 overall. We're going to actually sign him to our active roster here. And I don't really think he's going to get much playing time because I think it will be Nick Herbig who takes over Alex Highsmith's role. But it won't be a bad guy to have on the roster. He's an Army guy. You like to see that. And you know what happens when you sign former Army guys? If you're Michigan, you cheat. Nice little joke there. I am a Michigan football fan. I think this entire investigation is a joke in general. We'll see how it plays out, but I'm not worried about it at all. As I'm going to go through here, fix the depth chart, and then we will move forward. So we're going to go ahead and advance week here to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. This is the first meeting between us and them. They're 4-6. They're looking to try and make a push for a playoff spot. I don't know if they're going to be able to. If we go ahead and look at the standings, I thought it was interesting to look at. Chiefs are still undefeated, but I thought it was interesting to look at. The Bengals are only allowing 236 points, which isn't too high. And their offense is putting up 274, which would be second best in the AFC North. I don't know why they're losing so many games. I really don't. And then we remain undefeated on the road as well. So that is good news for us moving forward, as we will be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. Looking at the team stats here, one thing I'm interested in is the sack category. Where do we rank among the NFL teams? We are in second place, nearly tying the Dallas Cowboys. They have 29. And then turnovers as well. We're starting to get some turnovers, which is nice to see. We're starting to get some takeaways, as the Colts will remain a team that has led the league in giveaways. And then takeaways, we have 5, which is tied for quite a few teams here. Giants still with only 1 takeaway. That's a pretty pathetic showing, if you ask me. And then passing here, Kenny Pickett, going to look to get him going as the season continues to go on. Najee Harris is only 21 yards away from breaking 1,000 yards. for the third time in his career. Only 5 touchdowns for him, but I'm not too worried about that. Looking at receiving here, George Pickens, he will be back for next week. He's at 421 yards. Allen Robinson at 419. Freiermuth 382. And then Deontay Johnson, it's been a rough year for him, but we're going to look to get him going the remainder of the season. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And in the sack category, we got TJ Watt with 9. 2 interceptions, Levi Wallace and Patrick Peterson. And then forced fumbles here. 1 for Montravius Adams, 1 for Cole Holcomb, 1 for DeMarvin Leal, and 1 for Quan Alexander. One other thing is Chris Boswell has remained perfect on the season in the field goal category. So we did uncover some information on Khari Blanton. This is a guy, we're going to look at all 3 of the guys that we looked at in the last episode, but Khari Blanton is somebody that we're interested in. We're at 80% on him now. He's got B awareness, C play action, C deep accuracy, B medium, B short, C throw on the run, and B under pressure. So the one thing that I'm really kind of looking at here is the D to F injury isn't too good, and then potentially his deep accuracy being a C is a little concerning, throwing the run a C. But he does look pretty good for a day 3 projected player. He looks like somebody who looks more like a 3rd to 4th round selection. Maybe we look to bring in a guy like Khari Blanton potentially. And then Casey Spencer, we tried to scout him here and we didn't really uncover any information. I wonder if we'll uncover his later throughout the season. But we don't know a whole lot about Casey Spencer here. And then looking at middle linebacker David Thurman, we also didn't find out anything about him. So I hope that's not a glitch, because these are 2 guys that, all 3 of those guys I want to learn more about. So hopefully it's not a glitch. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as we knocked off the Cleveland Browns 16-9 in a classic defensive battle. We're going to be going to Paycor Stadium, didn't know that's what it's called now, to take on the Cincinnati Bengals in the next episode. They're 4-6. I don't know if they're struggling as far as injuries go, but we're going to look to knock them off and move to 7-4. We're only 1 game back of the Baltimore Ravens at this point in the season. Only 7 games to go as we're going to look to make a playoff push. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.